If it deters a little bit from patience and the pursuit of love, it's because this knowing and thought process and frustration and this anger about how things are unrighteous and unjust, especially with things that had happened to me and not being told, like when I was hacked and the whole Van threatened life situation. Um, Things like that would just also cause me to pull away from love because, like, I was thinking, screw it. I just would rather get to a more higher place in life in terms of influence, and then I'll come back, and then I'll be like, see. But I know that's like in God's hands. So moving forward, I would think, how can people support things that seem so obviously wrong? How can people watch manipulation happen and simply accept it? How can entire populations be persuaded into doing things that, from the outside, seem completely irrational? History itself shows that this can happen. People like Hitler didn't gain power because every individual person consciously decided, I want evil. People were persuaded, manipulated, afraid, angry, confused, and sometimes they simply followed. And I'm not one of those types of people. You're not conforming me. Never. Nope. Only God has that ability. That realization made me want someone who didn't simply conform to the average way of thinking. But those kinds of women can be difficult to find. And when you do find someone exceptionally intelligent, ambitious, independent, or unusual, they may also have a larger platform and many people reaching out to them. And then that's where some of my anger comes in. I believe my future is going somewhere. I know it is. I know there are things I'm capable of creating, and I will create. And when I feel like that future has been delayed, suppressed, copied, or held back, I become angry at the people I believe contributed to that, and you bastards know who you are. Sometimes that anger turns into I want to tell them exactly what I think. Sometimes it turns into they'll eventually realize what they did. And sometimes, honestly, it turns into maybe they deserve what comes to them. And I think these things because it's like if I was where I wanted to be, I could probably meet that very influential woman and start moving forward and having a life or meeting someone because I would have the opportunity to. And they're crushing that opportunity. And so deep down, sometimes I want to crush you in the worst ways possible. But that's just my imagination leaking out in evil thoughts. But I love God, and I just constantly return to knowing that, like, that's His revenge to have, not mine.